Можно запускать Alt-R для записи. Те, кто записывает на своем языке, выберите язык и запускайте запись. Мы в эфире. So we can start, KARTA.
Okay. So let's, good evening, everybody. This is our KARTA time number 12 of the year. Last one. So we complete our 2020 amazingly. So let's open the space. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sa Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. So we start with some news because today is our last day of this retreat we did in Le Martinet. So this is like 28 days since November. Really focus on ourselves. So we had an amazing team with Sadhguru, Od and Jay Hari, Anne, who were a practitioner of Ayurveda massage and cares and about the diet and food and everything. And I was providing some healing rays and consultation really on the essence of personal contradiction. So we didn't do so much publicity, but we end up having like 6-7 people all the time during the 28 days. So it's an amazing success, and those who went through that is an absolute unique experience and very, very deep. So it's so transforming, and myself, I feel totally rebirthed and new mind, body, and soul activation. So it's just wonderful. And this is exactly what we needed to be facing the time we are now. So at the end of January, hopefully I will be in Paris, who knows what, but this is the plan. And beginning of February, we start our first new baby, which is the mindfulness business, which is for everybody who now is drawn to create their own activity and maybe move from places where you have been and maybe change job or initiate your own self-employment. So it doesn't matter the size of your project, if it is just self-employed or projecting having few collaborator and employee. It's all about you and the relationship to the new perspective on business and getting out of the old pattern of exploitation and only making profit, but to have a more distributive way to project our activities in more collaboration and no competition. So it's a very different paradigm, and it changed all the elements. So we would like to share this perspective we have on that. Creation and co-creation, how to work with a team, how to work with yourself, and that the business is also self-transformative. It's not just selling goods, but it's about realizing your best potential. So now business and consciousness are getting together, and it's happening in many, many places. So if you want to join, it's still time for the early bird to join, and this will be beginning of February. You can see this on our website. So to say, we are coming to this conclusion, and this is our last KARTA time for 2020, and I want to really complete the year. And for that, I came back to the beginning and to see what did we have said for this year when we started 2020. And maybe you have been there and you remember I was mentioning the 4 pillars for the year. And actually, I look at it today and I see how systematically and step by step, we have been preparing you for this time now and for the time wise as well. So in the first step that was going up to March, we train ourselves to see reality differently. Instead of seeing the reality from our ego mind, we were focusing on seeing the reality from the soul, which is a different pair of glasses. And this is a training not to be stopped. We need to carry this through the year. But we start focusing on what the soul sees. And how do you know about that? That was because when you see from a timeless perspective, not because of deadline. So when you are timeless, you start to see things in a very different perspective. And you are not at the threat of time, but you are rather using time for your benefit. So this was like also realizing who is your soul within you that can see differently the reality. And the second step from April up to June, it was that an acceptance of all we see. That was the first COVID crisis. We were confined and we have been invited to meditate and really reconsider our reality and to see that there was so much creativity we dropped down because of our habit, because of the stress, because of the pressure of time, and we were all entangled in our crazy rush to be in this life, to consume, to buy, to push and run. And all of a sudden you stop and you can see all that you are not creating, that you always wanted to dream to create, and you had no spare time to do it. So we had this amazing stop until May where we could ponder and reconsider. My God, I could see so much we could create that we totally forgot, and not only just for the sake of creation and creativity, but to create something that makes sense, something with values, something that really put your heart beating again. So, and we went until the summer. The third step was like, what is it we can choose from what we see? Because when you see so many potential, so many possibilities that are not fulfilled, we had to choose and focus on what's the best I can bring in this world and how to empower myself by focusing on some action and some transition and time and priority on where I'm going to invest myself now when everything is possible again, when I'm not under this pressure of time and I can look at a total different perspective. So it was a time to decide for yourself. And this is still going on until today because you decide, but there was so much to decide for those who really awaken, and so many, by this, the grace of the confinement, had that amazing time to ponder, to meditate, to reconsider, to look at their life from up, down, left, right, and realize, gosh, there is so much we could change and do now that if we're not attached to this whole system collapsing, how so many perspectives are opening to us. So this was starting to decide. And of course, this decision, they are programming your future, and it's not like overnight. It is such a big wave of change. So, but you needed to position yourself to decide something for yourself and not stay in between two chairs or hoping the past will come back. That was a radical time for this decision. And now we come to this fourth step of up to December now. That was keeping this choice, keeping up with your choice, make it more nourished and large, open perspective. But it was also about focus and share. So share with others. And that's where we are arriving to this place today, where it's just a tremendous, tremendous wave of change. So I think it's a very ambivalent time. This is like as much darkness, as much light. And this is about the day we are. Outside looks totally pitch dark. But if you have been working within yourself and with yourself, of course you rise and you awaken a new light within, that any sort of darkness outside doesn't matter so much. So, but it's still ambivalent because so many signs that are showing of a total collapse of the old. I think this is, I'm laughing. I know I should maybe not laugh so much, but I've been preparing this for 40 years. So seeing the time is real and is now, it is just a jubilation about this is finally what we have been seeing for such a long time is just pointing the nose. So the total collapse of the old is now signed. This is not reversible. Folks, this is the news. We'll never, ever go back to the old way of living. This is gone. So, one parameter of universe is the order. What we call the universal order is the principle that everything balance everything and hold each other in perfect synchronicity and harmony. So why is it chaos happening? So chaos is just, that's the ancient in the yogic tradition, they call it the return of Shiva. The Shiva principle is that when Brahma generates so much provision of so many incredible things based on new spirit, refreshed spirit, we create for thousands of years with that motivation and exploration and development and expansion. So we have been in a cycle of like more than 12,000 years expanding, exploring humanity with a very specific angle, motivation, discovery. And now all that creativity produces mores that are useless, like the pollution, like the downside of this whole creation. So Shiva comes just to cut through what has been too much, has been corrupt and distorted, so we can refresh and come back to something totally new, which is a new order, which is a change of priority of values. This is only this. It's always values are on. But now the old values that were, scientific exploration, discovery, investigation of what is life problem about, this was about why. And now this whole thing, we explore the why to the extreme of the nonsense of the why, because when you reach the end of it, you realize why has no answer, is just creating problems. So we have been rising so much problems, and now is the time for solutions. So it is a radical shift. We're not looking for solving problem. We're just looking for being the solution ourselves on this planet. We are not causing problem anymore. So, but this is also based on a total shift of values. We were in exploitation and competition, as you know, the Piscian age, and now we're moving in a more collaborative and collective world. So it is like sharing the planet, not stealing the planet. And it is not anything that you consider being mine, that mind, the sense of mind, will soon disappear, but quite quickly. So this is really a shift in consciousness. When you progress in yoga, this is the first thing you abandon is my. This is ego personality. This is all this little world, what you are shrinking and be so in the 3D, locked in the cage of time and space, and the limited space that you can provide to yourself, and everybody fighting for a bigger space. So that's why we create countries with borders and limitation and competition and comparison and high standard, low standard. This is all gone because when mine is not here, why you want to fight? Yeah, this is over. So the mind is moving into us. We're gonna move into realizing this planet is offered to us. We don't have to buy it. We just have to take care of it and share the benefit of what she provides to us. If we are respectful to the law of his nature, the nature of this planet Earth is absolutely abundant, is providing so much and everything we need, that is recycling constantly readapt to all cosmic conditions to be able to breathe and to live and to be in balance and harmony. So the natural ecosystem equalizing by themselves, if we not becoming the first predator and considering that our planet is a prey we're going to steal. No, when it is us and it is for the benefit of all, we realize we have so much abundance to share that everyone will never have enough to consume it in a day. So instead of having few people, amassing tons of goods and values and wealth, and millions of people being living in decadent poverty, I think it's not only the consciousness of poverty, is the way we all manage with an awareness and consciousness of how to share what is given to us. So this shift, that looks like you're going to tell me you're mad, but I'm 40 years mad with these ideas. I'm not changing. I'm totally convinced that this is the paradigm of the Aquarian Age. We can move in collaboration, in co-creation, in building association and an extended sense of family. Because look at today, our families that were foundation of a social tissue are falling apart in every corner of the planet. The old traditions are falling apart. So we have nothing to sustain ourselves. But by being individual, separate from one another, we're not going to last long like this. So it's obvious that the shift will bring us together in solidarity and collaboration, and see every time human beings could join, how much more they could manifest from that collaboration. So we all know that this is together we will make it. But we are all so scared because the only time we have been in agreement together was when we were as an army fighting another army. Then we were functioning as a group. Yeah, we have all this tactic and strategy to win the battle. But why not having a strategy to join to win the peace again? Yeah, and I think we are capable to do that. Unless we shift our consciousness, we need to move into another frequency. And that's why we were preparing the whole year. This is what I call the frequency of love. The frequency of love. We just need to open up to love. Love is not the property of anybody, and it's not because somebody loves you that you have love. Love is always there. It's just, do you dare to live by love, to let your heart be so open and vulnerable that fears cannot even touch you. You understand? Fear is a frequency. You don't have to look for causes and why and what can happen and where it can go and all that imaginary that puts you in fears, because it's a frequency. When you raise your frequency above that, then fears looks like a little mouse that run away to find a hole. There is no space for fear when heart is fully open. There is no sense of tomorrow because you know that you know. That's the incredible solution of the heart, is that when your consciousness is right there in the heart, then you know that you know, and you know this is true. And when you hear all the nonsense all around us, it's just mind trip. People who are in charge and fearing that they are responsible for others, which is a nonsense, because nobody on this planet can be responsible for you. You are the one responsible for your health, for your mood, and for your spirit. So if you do not take care of increasing the frequency of your spirit, you're going to end up mad at this time. And that's what these people are doing. They have only cultivated the pair of opposites fighting and reacting about things that come from outside, having no navigation. They have no navigation. They have no sense of direction, and they have no intuition at all. It's only secure, locked, protect, laws, limit, press, suppress, fear. When the leaders become afraid of their own people, where this country can go, it's absolute madness. So I think it's time to wake up, guys, because we are and we're going to win the battle for peace by doing nothing. We just have nothing to do. Don't look at the chaos. Chaos is an illusion. It's an absolute illusion. And if you focus on that, or you get in the media and you get informed, you will get in talks. So prevent yourself. We don't need to know. We all know it's going to collapse. We're never going to come back. So let it go. Just let it go. Let your hands off. And rather join hand, because this is our strength. If you empower yourself, and you are so secure with yourself that your love is telling you where to go, what to do, how to vibrate. And for today, we don't have much to travel because this is not possible anymore. So be with your environment, with your close family, and reunite anything you can unite. Work actively to bring unity and resonance, empathy. Develop your empathy even with the neighbors, the people next to you that you never seen and never crossed before. Just open empathy. Don't try to convince anybody. Don't preach. This is obsolete. Just be yourself, like a bomb of light. You're a warrior. A light warrior is somebody who has no weapon. It's just radiate. And you radiate from your heart, from your understanding where we are going. Understand the time from your love. And you will know the time exactly. So, and when confusion comes, raise your consciousness, move yourself. Just don't get stuck and don't get caught in these tamasic frequencies. So this is going to be totally new, and the new order is coming out of chaos. This is a very old story, yeah? Chaos and the order that come out of chaos, which looks like chaos, but actually it's perfectly synchronic. What we need to go through now, it is the passage. We are passing a portal, and we're moving into something, and the transition time, of course, when something has to crumble down, when the new have to birth, this is the transition. So where you focus is crucial. If you focus on chaos, that's how you are planning your future, because within the change, you will be desperate that you had to have so much losses. You will lose a lot of stuff if you're attached to it. If you're not attached to it, you will make an offering. You understand? That's the trick of spirituality, that there's no sacrifice. If you willingly, from your heart, offer everything that has to go, it is a beautiful offering. And then the whole new spirit can spring into your heart. So give away when it is the time, and then you will see that things has to go. Don't hooked on that. Just let it go. You let go the disillusion of the losses, because there is nothing to lose. We're all gonna win at the end. We're all gonna win a new world, a new paradigm. So remember that this transition, what has to go, let it go. And the attachment of old values, that was my thing and my little thing and my little family. No, this is our family. It has to expand. So no way back. I guess this is a strong message I wanted to tell you. This is for sure, and this is where we're going to go. So I think the next 3 months, obviously, I didn't want to go too much in 21, but definitely entering where we are entering now, the ending of the year, the beginning will be on the same wave. So you can anticipate that until March, it's going to be pretty much chaotic. So nothing will stop the new. Remember that. So you need to position yourself now. You initiate now the start of the new paradigm with you, with yourself, within you. So we need to let appear this new world vision. What is the new economics? What is the new values? What is the new society type? So this is gonna emerge step by step, slowly, when we start shifting our focus. So when the sense of mind disappear, we move into sharing our planet. So so the new culture will be about equalization. How can we manage to equalize all the different fields, the physical fields, and have support for health that really makes sense? I mean, I don't know if I can share that, but I'm 70. I've never been to the doctor. Yeah. So I'm really, unfortunately for them, they're not going to make money on me. And pharmacists, I don't know. So you see, if we could cultivate a culture of healthy lifestyle, that is millions of people with very simple food, because it's not abundance. It's not about eating big plates. You are actually much more healthy if you eat less, but not only less, but quality. The frequency of what you eat. Look at our fruits today. Look at our foods. Is it absolute dementia? Is it? Why you want to go and buy an apple that they've dehydrated, they've been squeezed, they've been injected full of water, totally corrupt? What's going to do in your body? No, we need vital food again. We need vital way of preparing our food, which is gone with a microwave and all this kind of prepared food. I mean, industry of food is a disaster. So this is billion, they're going to go in smoke. Can you imagine this? All the pharmacy, all this food industry gone. It is not going to create disemployment. Don't be afraid. It's opposite. We're going to create millions of new employment of people who are going to produce intelligent food, conscious food, and conscious way to eat. So this is big shift. It's beyond imagination. Don't try to imagine. Start to step in, honoring what is in your plate, honoring where you buy, and choose to buy what is alive. Don't go for this stupid offering cheap stuff that kills your constitution, puts you in this vicious cycle to just believe in medicine, and no medicine can cure anyone. And we all know that. Your only medicine is what you produce within your system by yourself. And this, you're responsible for that, and you need to claim your right to be healthy. So this is not even a question today. You understand? We are the solution. And you need to put this solution in your life, in your daily life. When you change your daily routine, you change your priority, then it will force people to produce good stuff. Yeah. So because today, if every one of you come out of your habit of consuming stupid things, start to want to healthy, we're not even enough production. So we need to go for small and quality and slowly change. So many people are waking up, and it's going to be also a crisis that we all want to join the beauty of this planet, the healthy way of living, changing our mood and our mind. So how to cross this terrible ocean at this moment? So I said it, point number one, ignore chaos. This is just such an illusion. So we don't need to join this, follow this public debate and media, because it's just out of polarity and the game of fighting and reacting. So get out of that game. Then second, I said it already, increase empathy on this planet and your planet where you live. Be an empath, a conscious empath. Yeah, connect and collaborate. Open to solidarity, open to connection, without judgment on who meet who. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised to meet people out of the blue. They just come in your constellation, joining your frequency. So this is totally new, like new families are gathering. So you may unite your blood family, which is like at this time a sort of a priority. But when it is totally impossible, don't get into fight, just step back. If some of yours are totally against, afraid, and so on, you certainly cannot convince them. So step back, just step back, but stay empath and says, I understand you, but I do not agree. So you have the right to disagree and not to fight. This is a very good strategy. And that increase the empathy. That means even with those you not agree, you can still say, I understand you. Then be in the highest energy. That's why I prepare myself and I did this retreat. It's such an amazing time to practice meditation, to eat consciously good food and small food, and to clean this body from heavy energy, for what Ayurveda calls as ama, and get so light and much more cyclic, much more vibrant, so you can radiate and you can start to feel the buzz, because there is actually descending from the whole cosmos a new wave of energy that you can only capture if you open your system to these frequencies. So get lighter, please. This is the time for it. And of course, number 3, which is the pillar I expressed already, be in the highest energy, which is be in love. Increase the flow of love in your reality, in your body, in your emotional, in your mental, through your soul. Drown that, attract that love energy, love frequency. The level of love spread like the fear. You understand? So if you start waving out the love, it will reach out, it will impact people, it will elevate, it will inspire others. So, and it is not from loving because of expectation, of good expectation. I'm not selling you any philosophy about tomorrow. We will go in the age of harmony for hundreds of years. And we have to go through this transition for 3 years ahead of us now. And we need to be strong, but not prepared to fight or defend, but strong in our love, in our empathy. So this is the power of our prayer. Pray for each other. Pray that each one can open up today. Pray that each one can receive that new revelation. Pray that your own family members can join, even if today they have position locked down in their self and shrinking and feeling small and desperate. So no anticipation, just vibrate vibrate the frequency of love. This is the strongest message I can spread today. Stay open no matter what. Yeah. And then you will be free. You have that incredible wave of freedom that no matter what's going on outside, you are free within your space. You are free in that frequency. You are vibrating, and you're opening your heart. When you open this heart, what are consequences? There are so many. I mean, the first one is all of a sudden you become intuitive again. The wisdom comes through intuition. Intuition is your best insurance company. By intuition, you know that you know, so you can't run after fears. Your intuition is a necessity, and it's totally linked to the opening of your heart. In this conjuncture where we are now, conjunction of time and space, when you cultivate this consciousness that I know, then there's no confusion can enter your system. Nobody can tell you this virus will kill you. It's impossible. You can't believe such a thing. You know, this is not the truth. So when you know that you know, you're so stable, so constant, so open that all this shit cannot enter you. It cannot destabilize you. And then you find, with your intuition, what do you find? You find solution, because it's beyond duality. Solution are not a reaction to problem. Solution is beyond. Solution is beyond. We need to go beyond our belief system. We need to go beyond what we consider our limits. My limit. You know, you don't have limits. What is this my limit? Let it go. When you open your heart, you don't even have to think about it. It's just right there in front of your door, all open. So what is the final thing we can really do? And one of the strongest is, in yoga, we call this satsang, is we gather and we sing together. And this is not about singing religious song about divinity that are far away. And no, song. You remember the song of our ancestors, the song, our popular song of the soul of a place, of where you live. So the song of people reuniting, the song themselves will unite our heart and spirit. And the chorus, you see, this word means, chorus means the heart. So when we gather and we sing together, we're going to create such a field of attraction that you're going to bring so much light to you that you can share with others. So I think if you have one thing to do is against the law is gather and sing together. And then sing together for the beauty of life, for the sake of just expressing the soul. Singing is the language of your soul. So, and the other one is the dance. You know, where have you abandoning dancing? I'm not talking nightclubs and moving in any sense, but I'm talking as a group, moving in a synchronized way where we all share the steps, where we all go in the circle, and we're going to celebrate, dance the world, the dance of the universe. Let's dance again, like in the old time. We have lost all this tradition. Our ancestors, like back 200 or 300 years ago, they knew how to dance and celebrate the harvest. They had that tradition. And when people would join and sing, that was the soul of the people. So we need to regain connection to our collective soul, and we can regain that through the song of your heart, the song of your soul, the song of our collective spirit as human being. So how can we be human again in a total conscious way? So These are, for me, the message I wanted to share with you to go through this transition, finishing the year and starting the new. I hope you all gonna sing and you all gonna dance, because that's the best thing we can offer to ourselves and to the planet. Conscious dancing is absolute magic. It creates a space, a frequency when we are together that attract so much light, inspiration, and wisdom. So I wish you will listen to this message. This was not invitation for revolution or rebellion. Is the opposite. Is an invitation to manifest the joy, the peace, and the love. You can vibrate as much as you can vibrate wherever you are and around you in your surrounding. So this is for me a priority now. And I wish you will all, I'm sure you already started this intuitively. You all know that this is the solution. We're going to attract so much love that is going to bring us through this wave of time. So maybe it's the time to share our practicum and few three exercise that traditionally goes with a special breath, which is a combination sometimes of mantra we repeat that induce a special breathing, or movement kriya that will induce a special breath. So the first exercise for this Karta time is, bringing your hands in this locked, where the left palm cross in front of you and the right come from the back and grasp it from the back on the top. So you have this in front of you, and the movement is simple, going up and going down. But this is not a workout. It's not fast at all. It goes with the breath. It's a breath of 12 stroke, where we go Satanama, Ramadasa, Sase, Sohong. Satanama, to cut through the past and the cycle, the vicious cycle, and Ramadasa, Sase, Sohong, to heal the frequency, to bring this frequency of the chaotic frequency into harmony, into a change. So Satanama, Ramadasa, Sase, Sohong. This you repeat mentally, and it gives you a 12 stroke. So you go like inhaling, but this is breath through the mouth. This is we do a breath through the mouth, in and out, by 12 stroke. So you go like, so maximum inhale 12 stroke, and exhale through the mouth. And mentally, it gives you the rhythm sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so hum. This is cutting through the storm. This is bringing what could be confused and twisted and everything, bringing yourself through it without being destabilized. You just keep going through, inhaling in 12. So this is for the 12 rays, the 12 spirit of the solar system. So you inhale in 12 and exhale in 12. You're being perfect synchronicity to come across this time and cross it with ease and grace. So as the first, you can do this for 11 minutes. It's a beautiful breath that is linked to a sort of a rebirthing, but it is quite systematic. So you're not going out, you're not getting mad. You're just crossing systematically with a very balanced breath, and it will make you open the heart at the same time and open your spirit and your emotional body, becoming very positive. So the second is to bring the light, this white light coming straight into your heart with the sense of ecstasy, curiosity, openness, joyfulness. Yeah. And that's the Wa. Wa Guru. Guru means also that I am guided. I cannot be lost in the middle of this confusion. I am not lost. Wa Guru. So this is a kriya one of my favorite practice. The earliest. It's a kind of a Sufi practice. Guru. Wa. So the heart, you open and extend your arms. Wa Guru. Wa Guru. So it's like all the energy from the heart is spreading out, and meanwhile it's open and comes in. Wa Guru. So the arms goes above, a little bit above the level of your shoulder. Wa, and comes back to the heart center. Guru. But every time you open, you turn the head the other direction. So like Wa Guru to the left, and then Wa Guru to the right, and Wa Guru to the left, and Wa Guru to the right. So the head every time turn opposite direction, and you squeeze it really to the right and totally to the left, as much as your neck permitted for you. Don't dismiss a neck vertebra. You just go nicely, and step by step it gets easier. Or you can warm up before and move your head, do some circle before you do this kriya to warm up the neck, and then you go and you get into like total self-ecstasy. Is a hypnotic self-ecstatic exercise. So it's like a trance. Wa Guru, Wa Guru, Wa Guru. And the breath is like, it's a small inhale, just say like, yeah? Guru, 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 Guru. So it's in the Wa, Guru. You inhale, and Guru comes out. So it's again a sort of a mouse breath that goes with the mantra, Guru, 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 Guru. If you get high, your voice will turn into a powerful whisper, and it's all okay. You don't need to be out loud, because it's the language of your heart, and the language of ecstasy is like a very powerful whispering, like Guru, Guru, Guru. Do you understand? This is special pranayama and a special exercise that will make you open the central channel, widely open your heart, and bring your intuition very active. Your brain faculty will start to really be activated, and you will get into a sort of a trance, like ecstatic, a little bit high. And this is okay for this time. 11 minutes is enough. If you do 31 minutes, you're really going to go off the roof. So 11 minutes is perfect. That goes after the other one. So, and then we're going to move to the third one, is a integration of love, is a conscious love, and is a conscious energy of prayer that goes with holding the breath. Holding the breath, it is making a sacrifice to not to breathe. And you can hold that breath with this attitude of offering for anyone who can benefit at this time of the love you're able to generate. It is a sharing of that. So I will show how it goes. It is a Jupiter Kriya. You remember Jupiter is a finger that is create this all connection with I know that I know. It's like the teacher in you that tells you constantly, You are a solution. Forget the problem. so so this is and with this one is also showing direction. So for people who are lost, don't know what to decide, don't know where to go, you're going to redirect yourself with your own fingers. It will give you a sense of absolute directness, absolute clarity in the direction, what to choose, where to go, but especially in dedicating this breath into a mood of a frequency of a high level of prayer. So we go this is a prayer of light is a very, very beautiful where you surround yourself totally in all directions, left, right, above, front, back, below, around you, and in the whole universe. So you are spreading this light, the love, and the peace in all direction possible. But when we mean the sign, it is also all frequency and all dimensions. We are only showing a direction, but it will reach all dimension. We are about to ascend, and the world of love and harmony is coming from the 5D. And we need to drag down this knowledge, this wisdom, this knowing from the 5D into our world of time. Then we transcend the time and harmony will be back. So this is the idea of this meditation. So your left palm goes on your heart center. You're going to hear the mantra like love before me and love behind me. So you go with the finger and you show before me, you it's like an order, yeah? You bring back the order and you are part of the order, and you say before me, behind me, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the above you and below you, above you and below you, and right in you, your surrounding. Then you go on the side, in the surrounding, all around you, around the world, in the whole universe. And at that moment, the two last step, you will exhale and inhale quickly. All universe, you're fully inhale again, and you start again. Now it is light before you, light in the back, light in the left, light in the right, light above you, light below you, light right in you, light in your surroundings, light all around you. You exhale, and the whole universe, you inhale again. And you come back ready, and we go back, front, back, left, right, above, below, right in, around you, all around you, in the whole universe, and come back. So I will put the music. We're going to do that. We're going to offer this practice tonight, just a few minutes to see how it works. I like you to do this with me. So we're going to do this for a little time. So if you are okay. So here we go. I don't know, Dennis, if you can hear the music correctly. Yes?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, music is on. Yeah.
Love behind me.
Behind.
Love at my left.
At my left.
Love at my right.
At my right.
Love above me.
Above me.
Love below me.
Below me.
Love in me.
Love in me.
Love in my surroundings.
And my surroundings.
Love to all.
Love to all. Exhale.
Love to universe.
Universe, inhale.
Peace before me. Peace behind me.
Hold.
Peace at my left. Peace at my right. Peace above me. Peace below me. Peace in me. Peace in my surroundings. Peace to all.
Exhale.
Peace to the universe.
Inhale.
Light before me. light behind me,
hold,
light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all,
exhale,
light to the universe.
inhale, hold,
Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all,
exhale,
love to the universe.
inhale, hold,
Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe.
inhale again,
Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all,
exhale,
light to the universe.
inhale,
Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all,
exhale,
love to the universe.
inhale,
Peace
hold,
before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the
exhale,
universe.
inhale,
Light before me,
hold,
light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all,
exhale,
light to the universe.
inhale, hold,
Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me. Light at my left, light at my right. Light above me, light below me. Light in me. Light in my surroundings. Light to all. Light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me. Love at my left, love at my right. Love above me, love below me. Love in me. Love in my surroundings. Love to all. Love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me. Peace at my left, peace at my right. Peace above me, peace below me. Peace in me. Peace in my surroundings. Peace to all. Peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me. Light at my left, light at my right. Light above me, light below me. Light in me. Light in my surroundings. Light to all. Light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me. Love at my left, love at my right. Love above me, love below me. Love in me. Love in my surroundings. Love to all. Love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me. Peace at my left, peace at my right. Peace above me, peace below me. Peace in me. Peace in my surroundings. Peace to all. Peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me. Light at my left, light at my right. Light above me, light below me. Light in me. Light in my surroundings. Light to all. Light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me. Love at my left, love at my right. Love above me, love below me. Love in me. Love in my surroundings. Love to all. Love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me. Peace at my left, peace at my right. Peace above me, peace below me. Peace in me. Peace in my surroundings. Peace to all. Peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me. Light at my left, light at my right. Light above me, light below me. Light in me. Light in my surroundings. Light to all. Light to the universe. Love before me, love behind me. Love at my left, love at my right. Love above me, love below me. Love in me. Love in my surroundings. Love to all. Love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me. Peace at my left, peace at my right. Peace above me, peace below me. Peace in me. Peace in my surroundings. Peace to all. Peace to the universe. Light before me, light behind me. Light at my left, light at my right. Light above me, light below me. Light in me. Light in my surroundings. Light to all. Light to the universe.
Bring both hands on your heart center. Breathe peacefully, long and deep. You feel your presence you feel your own divinity, your infinity, your unconditional love. And just imagine now all human beings holding hands with each other all around the planet as an amazing human chain of love, friendship, collaboration, co-creation. Just hold that image in your heart that we are all one humanity. We are all one human being all together. And we're going to make it the coming of the dawning of the new harmony, the new man, vibrating true love together, sharing this planet as a Christmas gift. And this for hundreds of years. Just forcing this vision and focus your spirit on that picture, because that's the world of tomorrow, and it is now coming for sure. And let's be the artisan of that new man. Feel it, sense it through all your cells. Just open up and welcome this new man consciousness deeply into your heart. Thank you. So I wanted to share this practice and dedicate this practice to the whole planet. And for this time we are going through now for everyone, everybody, every family. So you may all intentionally show your direction and how you send that incredible power of love, light, and peace. So we all meet on that frequency, and we're all going to cross this time with dignity, with simplicity, with grace, and the easiness, the easiest possible. So this was my wish for you, and so you may go through this transition. Of course, we'll see each other the other side during January and 2021. I will give you a sort of a projection and forecast of that specific year in January. So until then, I bless you all and send you all my love. I'm so happy and grateful that we have this huge network around the planet with so many people who are not online, but I know that are connected and receive this practice, this teaching in every corner of the planet. So we are all ready, and we are the one who going to cross the time. So here is now, I guess, the time for some questions to finish this KARTA time. So I get a lot of thanks, and I thanks back everybody who appreciate this work of the KARTA time. I think it's so inspiring for me, and it's the joy, and I see it's a shared joy. So there are questions like, shall I will travel freely in the world without being vaccinated during 2021? I'm not convinced, but there will be ways to go through the net anyway. So we're going to get rid of that stuff. So, but if it is finished by 21, not for sure. So you have to be ready. So I guess I answer many of the question about this contradiction between the agitation outside, the confusion, the conflict, the duality, and how to keep quiet and keep your balance inside, and how can we deal with this feeling of kindness and stillness, where when you have to work with other people who are stressed and in fear. So of course we are in many places of application, and it's more or less difficult according to the specific situation you are in. But remember that if you are in that place, this is all your past determine where you should be today, and you are in a position to bring this light. So that's why I was saying, don't fight, don't enter conflict, step back, but make your frequency visible, tangible, that you are empathic, that you understand the pain and difficulty and conflictual anger of some people who cannot hold back because they are totally entangled and they are totally touched by activated on their frequency of anger. This is going to be everywhere. So don't react, don't fight back, don't try to convince, don't try to resonate, or don't bring your wisdom. They will feel your quality, they will feel your frequency, and that is far enough. So yeah, it's the same case as somebody has a brother, 58 years old. This is Anna, and that he's totally in this child trauma, and he is coming up with a lot of anger. So again, it's just don't fight back, don't try to resonate, don't try to bring your wisdom intellectually, but vibrate from your presence and see how the anger can dissolve on the spot. Yeah, there are relationship problems also. Of course, men and women can become very conflictual. We all know already in the time of peace. So with the outside pressure, we have more and more situation like this. So this is Yaroslavna, that's from Russia. I think there is no sense to help others. The first priority is help yourself. Be stable, focus, concentrate, and don't get involved. So this is the key thing. We are not like activists, you understand? This is a passive activist. This is your presence that speaks. This is your magnitude. This is your focus. And that we are living in the field. You remember the physics field of energy, and according to your frequency you affect the field, and the field bring it back to you. So when you are in presence of dissonance people, if you are like a diapason. Diapason is this instrument that helps you to make your instrument on the right tone. So be somebody who can bring people on the right tone just by your presence. Just your frequency will work. I mean, we were teaching this like 40 years ago, but we couldn't see it. But today it's so effective. Is your density, your presence, and your silence. Because at the end, it comes to that. The silence is when your reactive personality rather step back and doesn't express itself, so the wisdom can sweat out. You understand? So the practice of silence is a very, very strong recommendation. The silence of that reactive personality. If you keep it quiet within, in contentment, then the frequency will pour out. So somebody is looking for a place. Anne Caillot, another Anne, 60 years old, and she wants she did finish her life cycle and is insecure and want to look for a home, sweet home. So again, first create a home for you within you. That is the quietest place you can be in harmony and peace and in love with you within you, with your true you, not with this ego mind stuff. If you're full of fears, there's no access. So first, just move yourself, go in the nature, run, do something to activate and elevate your frequency. And then from this mirror of the nature is already harmonized with the new frequency. The whole nature knows already this is all in change. So if you just receive that frequency from the trees, from the nature, you're going to elevate yourself, you're going to breathe, you're going to come out of this down fierce frequency. And from that, start to do this practice, like the practice I gave now for the KARTA time breathing. And after that, in 30 minutes, you change paradigm. You're already on another planet. And then appreciate. Take the time to relax, to appreciate, and be sure that you know what you need to know from your heart. And you will be guided. You will be guided. Because there is a place for everyone, and everyone is needed. But not as a victim, not as a lost boat on the shore. You need to be the captain of your soul. You need to drive yourself in presence, and you will be guided. So, yeah, how to welcome the new. So I think I gave all the spots. But one thing is the family unity. You know, the family is where our karmic transgression have been storage, and we are working as a team in a family. So there's nobody can be excluded from that. You cannot keep somebody far and ignored. So they're all part of your evolution, and we need to consider that to be in unity doesn't mean in unisonness. Some can be totally in different perspective. But again, if you show empathy and you, that message that I understand you, it will let down the fight and the conflict. How can we become co-creator? This is Natasha. In one's life, of free oneself from bonds of the past, of past life and such heavy present. We want to believe in change, everything, but how to connect to this divine source. Focus on the value. Like I told you, you don't focus on chaos, you focus on love. And that, but you need a little bit patience, and you need to be consistent. That's why we had this mantra, keeping up. And keeping up is not a slang. I mean, today, if you open to love, keeping up means I keep that frequency no matter what are the time and circumstances. So this is a challenge. I mean, this is a work. This is a daily routine and practice. You just cannot abandon and say, oh, I felt love now. No, you have to keep that frequency through the time. So, and transcend the time with it. So focus, focus, focus. This is meditative mind is, I don't let myself be distracted by all this very tempting news and controversial and fight and media stuff. No, no, no. Just focus, focus, focus on the frequency of love. So somebody is asking me when they are practicing in level 2, many of the Kriya we offer them to do, and then now they are practicing Subhak Kriya, and they ask me if I can change it or bring something to actualize the Subhak Kriya. So this is not what I'm doing. You know, I am innovating or creating new complex of Kriya, but the old one that they've been given, like Subhak Kriya is a classic, been given in this way. I'm not changing that. This is not what I'm doing. And you cannot accommodate from the past to the now. If you use it from the past, use it in the new context as it was. But if you have a new spirit, you may apply it for you today, and it may work for the quality you want to develop. This will work. What was working yesterday, if it is a true Kriya, it will work today. So I'm not changing the old Kriya. I'm just innovating Kriya to have a new pattern of energy that fits exactly with what we need to go through today. So it's like updating, making something creative and new, but I'm not changing the past. Past is good and it doesn't need to be changed. I'm not denying the past. Yeah, I think I'm built myself on the past and I'm still using it. As you see, we do Ad Guru Name. I didn't change anything like this because this is perfect. Why you want to change it? But what we can is innovate. We can create something that is exactly in the mood of the time, transcending the time. So it didn't stop at a certain year, but Kundalini is forever. And forever, the source is guiding us to create combination and complex of practice that are so accurate and that make us vibrate and renewed. So this is the spirit. So I think Habinder is talking about Punjabi farmers who are protesting and have very big difficulties. And this is again, oriented to fight, will not find solution because this world is not for fighting anymore. So fight with your love. That is a kind of a paradoxal sentence, but there is many other ways than to have physical resistance or physical conflict. We can vibrate another frequency. So, okay, so I think I went around the basic questions for this time, or the basic topics of this question. So I think here we are reaching the end of our KARTA time. I think you inspire me very, very much. And I've been self-inspired for this time of, I lost like 9 kilos and my spirit has lost tons. So I feel very, very enlightened, if I can say so. Very frankly, in love with all of you and with the love, divine love. So I send you this frequency to all of you, and I can feel you are on page. You got it. So share it, share it, share it. Sing and celebrate and dance as much as you can. We want to hear your voice all over the place. Satnam, thank you for all the technical support and this amazing Russian team who support us so well, with Denis and all the others, and the translators in all languages like Olga, Iris, and everyone. So thank you for this KARTA time, and I wish you enjoyed this time now, and see you next time in the middle of it. So we're going to go for Satnam and close it. Satnam. 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 See you next year.